Hi folks, Scott Cohen back here again talking about ACC 5010. Alright, so I want to show you here, this is my Canvas dashboard. This is the course right here, Summer 2025, Summer 2 2025. Let me click on that. I want to show you how I set the Canvas module up. Hopefully it'll help you work through it in a good way. Okay? So let me go ahead, we're going to click on this. Now, the initial page you're going to come to. Now, you can read this information. I got to change a little bit of it anyway. But notice where it says start here. First time in this course, it says start here. Go ahead and click on that. Now, this is how I would advise you to look at this. See how it came right here where it says getting started? Okay, tells you about this course, meet your faculty. If you look, I designed the course for you to go straight down through it just like this. Okay, straight down to the end. Now, you can use some other methods. Students do. They'll go over here to assignments or whatever. That would not be how I would advise you to do it. Everything that you need to see is going to be right here. Okay, so like here, getting started. So for example, there's a little bit here, meet your faculty. There's a picture of me here. It's got some stuff, blah, 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 all about me, like you really want to know. Maybe you do. I don't know. But anyway, some information up here about the course, things like that. Okay. By the way, right here, see where it says Module 0? Two things right there. First one, this first discussion you need to do. Introduce yourself, 2 truths and 1 non-truth. Okay. And here's a copy of the syllabus that we went over before. I just put it there so it's handy for you. Okay. Now what I really want to show you, this module right here, module number 1 is all complete. So let me show you this. All right, so module number 1. First thing, these right here, module number 1, PowerPoints and PDFs. These are the PowerPoints and PDFs PowerPoint specifically, that I use to make the lecture videos that I suggest you watch. Okay, the reason why, you don't have a regular classroom. Now, should you read the textbook? Yes. But, you know, professor's job is to help you understand things, and I'm trying to show you what I use to make those videos. So let me just show you. If you click on this, okay, you download this here. Hopefully it'll download in a minute. Coming. Oh, there it's coming. Takes a minute. Just give it a second to download. I want to show you because it's got notes and stuff on there. Okay. All right. Perfect. So here we go. We're going to open up now. Here you go. So these are the PowerPoints that I use when I create the videos. By the way, in here, you see where it says these questions? You don't have to, and listen, it won't hurt you to do these questions. These are for the undergraduate. So to let you know, in the undergraduate course, I make them write these questions down, and then I give them a quiz on it. Frankly, you got enough stuff to do. You don't need another quiz. But if you go and look at these questions and you can't answer them, you need to pay more close attention. But you could see all through here, it's got my notes on there, some explanations, things like this. Okay? That's the first thing I want to show you. Okay? Now, let's go back here again. I want to go back to this. So that particular item, that's the PowerPoint. Now let me show you also what I did. This is a PDF for notes. Now for some of you, if you have a tablet that you can write on PDFs, you know, like one of them flat tablets, you might want to download these. I have a lot, when I taught for NC State, I had a lot of students that would do this. Again, it depends upon you, how you want to do it. Okay? So it takes a minute for these to download. I got a lot of stuff going up and down and in and out. Okay. All right. So what I did, so here they are. See, you got these nice little lines right here, where if you had, if you wanted to, I think I could write on these, right? Right. Okay. Could write, do whatever. Oh, that's a highlight. Well, I don't want to highlight. Maybe this guy. There you go, notes. Okay, so anyway, the bottom line is, if you want, you have all of these where you can write notes on it. Okay? Might be an easy way to keep track of things. Again, entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. Okay? All right, let's go back over here. I'm going to go back to files. So for each chapter, so notice, here's chapter 1, here's chapter 2, here's chapter 3. Okay? So 3 sets for each, one for each chapter. Now notice here, Module 1 lecture videos. So if you click on this, okay? If you click on this, these lectures are in the form of a playlist. Okay, so let's go over here. I'll show, so here, this is Financial Chapter 3 videos. I put them all up on YouTube. You click on this. Okay, and these are in essence, and what I did was I made the videos, they're kind of short. So you'll see here, this is about 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 6 minutes, 13 minutes. I try not to make them too long so they don't drive you crazy. But go ahead like this. So if I were you, I would watch these and take notes. All right, folks, back here again, chapter 3 this time, talking about the income statement. Again, notice I wrote here, let me get my pen turned on right. Okay, super important. Okay. So there he is, again, that guy over there. Learn a lot of terminology. Make sure you watch those debit. Okay. On Delta, right? So they got cash of $400 for your ticket. Right? All right. Anyway, so these lecture videos, they're in a series, right? So let me stop this here real quick. Until that plane ride actually happens, right? Like over here, here's a problem video where I'm going through a problem. These are like homework type problems. Okay. All right, everybody. Time to take a look at some exercises from chapter 3. Okay. All right. So let's get back out of here. Get out of there. Get out of there. So anyway, move this back over. So you can see there's a playlist for every chapter. These are my recorded lectures. I absolutely, by the way, I've been doing this a long time. If you watch these, if you take the notes, if you read the textbook, do your homework also, you'll be fine. And if you don't do these things, you'll be less than fine. I guess that'd be a simple way to put it. Let me show you a few other things, okay? All right, let's go back here again. All right, so these items up at the top here, let me close this up. All right, so the stuff at the top, these are all like the learning assets that you have. Here's the videos. Now notice here, Module 1 graded items. You see all of these items right here? These all have a grade attached to them. All have a grade attached to them. So like here, Connect Orientation. If you click on this, this will take you to Connect, where we're doing our homework, the textbook. Okay? See? Well, eventually it will. Oh, launch. Okay. Anyway, the bottom line, the orientation is so that you know how the software works. And by the way, I want to show you. Okay? So preview, like a lot of these, they're little short videos. They're trying to show you how this software works. And if you use the software properly, it's super helpful. Ta-da! Is it coming? Yeah, it's a little slow. Yep. Here we go. So there's an embedded video in here, right here, and it says, I have watched the video and I understand how to navigate. Again, if you don't watch these videos, right? If you don't watch the videos, you don't know how the software works, you're going to hurt yourself. So there's a series of videos in here. The questions are easy. Get 100%. There's no reason why not to. Okay? Well, let's go back here. All right. Sorry, folks. Didn't go back to the right spot there. Again, I would always recommend that you look at it from this position. Here, module, so you have this is one big homework assignment for chapters 1 through 3. Now I want to show you something here on Connect that's really cool and really helpful. Okay, so we'll take a minute to show you. Okay, here it's launching. So let me show you. There's something particular here. Okay. So what I want to show you. So here's the first question. They give you a bunch of information here, and it says, okay, so this is actually the solution, right, to this first question. But you see this hint right here? Okay? Most of the assignments, not all, but most of them have this hint button. Now, what the hint button does, if you're like, man, I can't think of how to do this, you click on this hint button, and it should open up a video. Oh, that's the, so here, this is, that's the actual text description. We don't want that. Oh, here's what we want. We want this little video right here. So there's a little video on the hint. Then it's going to run through how to do that type of problem. Now, it doesn't have the same exact answers, but very similar type questions and answers and things like that. Okay? So you click on this.
In this exercise, we will verify if net income is properly calculated,
okay,
and the balance sheet is in balance.
All right, so I want to make sure that you, by the way, those things are super helpful.
In the retained earnings account and cash account.
All right, now let's go back here. Oh, I think I clicked out of it. Well, I'll go back here anyway. All right, folks, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop it right here. It's getting a little long. We'll be back with another orientation video in just a second.